is much later. It is 6:20. I was not able to record at work as much as I wanted. It ended up being a pretty horrible day at work, actually. And I honestly think that today may have been the worst day that I have had there. Nothing like hugely terrible happened. It's just one of those days where it seems like everything you do is wrong. I've been doing all these increases for our employees, and it just seemed like I was getting, first of all, I went in early, so I got there at like 6:30, or I left a little bit later, so I think I got there closer to like 6:45. So I was there for like almost 12 hours, like 9-10 hours, I think. And then it just seemed like I was getting email after email after email about like this one that was done wrong, and then this one that was done wrong, and then this one that was missed, and then this one has a typo, and it was just like constant, like this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, like all day. And then on top of that, my boss arrived like around 8 and was all of a sudden telling me that payroll needed all of these done and entered by 10 a.m. So I had 2 hours to try to rush and enter. So I have to create the change of status forms, send it to the managers, wait for the managers to sign it, then process the increase. I had to do all of that for I don't even know how many people today in 2 hours. So when you're rushing like that, of course there's going to be mistakes. Of course things are going to be missed. And so our payroll person, who I actually brought to this job with me, or I like referred her, I've known her for like 10 years, was texting me like on the side. I was like, I'm so sorry. My boss keeps asking me for updates. Like, I'm not trying to like throw you under the bus, but I have to be honest, that these aren't done, whatever, which of course isn't her fault. So then my boss is getting on me, like, when are these going to be done? And it was just, like I said, just one of those days where it was very overwhelming. I'm trying to focus, but I seem to keep messing things up. I'm trying to do all this stuff. Plus, on top of that, it's open enrollment, so I had to stop what I was doing to have a meeting with our vendor for open enrollment, and that took like an hour and a half. I had breakfast, but that was like, I didn't end up having breakfast until like 10:45, and that was just some cheese seed pudding, and then I didn't even have time to stop eating lunch, so I didn't eat until I got home, and then our dinner didn't turn out very well because I was like in a rush trying to make it, so that was frustrating. So I'm like starving, and again, it was just one of those days where like just everything seems to go wrong, and it like, my arm's getting tired, so I'm putting it down. It was just like wrong thing after wrong thing after wrong thing. Luckily my coworker stepped in to help a little bit, so that was really helpful. But it was just a lot, it's overwhelming, and I felt bad because my boss, like, I'm getting frustrated with my boss, but really honestly, like, she's really sweet about it. I think I have like PTSD from former bad jobs, having bad bosses, like toxic bosses, because she's actually really sweet and kind and like patient, and she wasn't getting angry, she wasn't being mean about anything. Of course we'll see what happens when my one-on-one comes up on Wednesday, see if she says anything then. But as someone who has ADHD and tends to forget things and can miss things sometimes and has a hard time focusing, I've had the conversation with a lot of bosses about, you need to slow down, you need to pay more attention, you need to focus, you need to like be better at like data entry and attention to detail. And I've had that conversation with so many bosses, and I just don't want to have that conversation again. Like, that conversation is the worst to me. And like I said, my boss is really nice, so I know it's not her fault. Like, she's not trying, and she didn't say anything that was mean, but even if she does say something I want, like, I know she's not being malicious about it. It's just frustrating all around. But anyways, so I am home now. I will show you guys the rest of my little routine, or take you through the rest of my day for this day in life. Typically I would sit and write right now, but since I am done with the Hollow Crown and I'm taking a break, that is not what I'm going to do. Also, today was too crazy for me to even contemplate writing. I did print out all of Twisted Loyalties earlier from a Word doc. I might get it hole punched and put into a binder later. I'll show you guys a little bit of that. But I think I'm honestly just going to sit and watch TV and knit and probably have some ice cream and just relax the rest of the night. So I'll bring you guys along for the rest of the evening, and then we will end this vlog out.
have my newest alchemy box. Let's go through and see what's in here real quick. Ooh. So we have, if fate is a bunch of strings, then I'll carry scissors. Sounds like it's from Embroider of the Dawn, I think? Something the Dawn is what it sounds like to me. I can't remember the name of the book. Oh, that's really pretty. It's a little crane necklace. I love that. I have other necklaces from Alchemy that I still use. We have a really big item in here today. Is a, Raven Boys. Raven Boys multi-purpose towel. Bath towel, hair wrap, throw blanket, shawl, table runner, beach towel, picnic blanket, cover-up wrap. It's awesome. I'm not going to open that up because it looks like it's pretty big. It looks like it just has like feathers around it. Ooh. I wish this wasn't, this came a little messed up. I wish it wasn't. It is the Tree of Gondor from Lord of the Rings. A little baseball cap. I love that. On the back it says, until the stars are all alight. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I love that. And then we have the little envelope that the thing comes in. You can see Dobby wants to be involved too. This is the pin for the month. The gods were moved, but none can break the ancient sisters' iron decrees. Fate's transparent bookmark set. Ooh. Those are really pretty. I'll definitely be using those. And also, you can even use that as a little bookmark. I don't think I've ever gotten a hat inside an Alchemy box before. I've been getting Alchemy for years. And then we have the book. A Forgery of Fate. That is a beautiful cover. Fortune finds those who leap. Oh, Elizabeth Lynn. Is this the... I think this might be the second book to the book I was talking about. What is it? Oh, so where's my phone? So I pulled it up. I'm recording on my phone. I think this is the second book. Look at those sprayed edges, too. Look at these sprayed edges. Beautiful. Let's go forward. No, it's actually not the sequel. Spin the Dawn, that's what it was. Oh, it's in the same universe. Okay, that makes sense. I really like Spin the Dawn. So I'm very excited about this. Oh, the Alchemy books have a letter from the authors in them. Gorgeous artwork. And she's sweet. That's beautiful. Look at that. And then the inside cover. Okay, has been sending such gorgeous books the last several years. So there is my quick little Alchemy unboxing. Yes, I have it set up on purpose. I thought it was just a little thing to add in. Now I am going to get to hole punching and writing out my notes for disabilities.
From the month before.
Yeah.
And so then they get him in, take him downtown, whatever. They start interrogating him. And he tries to call